In the heart of Thailand, just outside the fast-moving chaos of Bangkok, there exists a world where rivers replace roads, boats replace cars, and daily life unfolds entirely on the water. These are the floating markets of Bangkok, colorful, crowded, and full of life. For centuries, they have served as trading hubs where farmers, fishermen, and vendors come together to sell fresh produce, handmade goods, and traditional Thai food directly from their boats. Today we will talk about the magical floating markets of Bangkok, a world like no other. So, before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 10. Markets that float on living rivers. Unlike traditional markets built on land, these unique marketplaces exist directly on canals and rivers. Wooden boats filled with fruits, vegetables, spices, and souvenirs drift side by side, forming floating rows of commerce. Sellers balance goods carefully while navigating narrow waterways, creating a scene that feels both chaotic and perfectly organized at the same time. The river itself becomes the marketplace. 9. Boats as mobile shops. Each boat is essentially a small floating shop. Vendors cook meals, display products, and interact with customers all from the same vessel. Some boats specialize in fresh mango sticky rice, grilled seafood, or noodle soups prepared right on the water. Buying something often means leaning over from another boat or a wooden dock, making every transaction feel personal and interactive. 8. A tradition dating back centuries. Floating markets are not a modern attraction, they are deeply rooted in Thailand's history. Long before roads and highways were developed, rivers were the primary transportation routes. Communities naturally formed along waterways, and trading from boats became the most efficient way to buy and sell goods. Although modern infrastructure has changed daily life, many floating markets continue to preserve this traditional system. 7. A feast of street food on water. One of the biggest attractions is the incredible variety of food. From freshly cooked noodles and coconut pancakes to tropical fruits sliced on the spot, the floating markets are a paradise for food lovers. The aromas of grilling meat, boiling soup, and sweet desserts fill the air above the canals. Every boat offers something different, making exploration part of the experience. 6. A symphony of colors and movement. Floating markets are visually stunning. Brightly painted boats, colorful umbrellas, tropical fruits stacked high, and traditional clothing create a constantly moving canvas. The reflection of all this activity on the water adds another layer of beauty. It is organized chaos at its most vibrant. 5. Life built around the water. For many families, the floating markets are not just workplaces, they are a way of life. Generations have lived along these canals, relying on fishing, trading, and tourism to support their communities. Children grow up learning how to navigate boats before they even fully walk on land. 4. Early morning energy. The floating markets of Bangkok are at their most alive in the early hours of the morning, when the rest of the city is still slowly waking up. Before sunrise, narrow canals begin to fill with the soft sound of wooden boats approaching from nearby villages and riverside communities. Each boat arrives loaded with fresh fruits, vegetables, herbs, and homemade goods picked or prepared just hours earlier. The air is cool, and the water reflects the dim golden light of dawn. Vendors carefully guide their boats into position, calling out to one another as they organize their small floating stalls. Some prepare hot meals directly on their boats, while others neatly arrange baskets of produce for the first wave of buyers. Every movement feels purposeful, shaped by generations of tradition. 3. A photographer's dream. For photographers, Bangkok's floating markets feel like a scene that never stops offering the perfect shot. Soft morning light glows across the water, creating shimmering reflections that double the beauty of every color in the scene. Brightly painted boats, fresh tropical fruits, woven baskets, and traditional hats create a natural contrast against the calm brown-green canals. Every direction tells a different story. A vendor serving food from a tiny boat. A customer leaning across the water to make a purchase. ripples spreading from passing boats, distorting reflections into abstract patterns of color and light. 2. A tradition adapting to modern times. While Bangkok's floating markets continue to attract visitors from around the world, they are also undergoing a quiet transformation. As modern roads, supermarkets, and urban expansion grow across Thailand, many communities have shifted away from relying entirely on waterways for trade. Some floating markets have become more focused on tourism, offering curated experiences designed for visitors rather than daily local commerce. 1. A living world on water. The most magical thing about Bangkok's floating markets is that they are not just attractions, they are living, breathing communities. People still shop for their daily needs, cook meals, trade goods, and socialize entirely on water. It is a rare glimpse into a way of life where rivers are not obstacles, but pathways that connect people. In a rapidly modernizing world, these floating markets remain a powerful reminder of how deeply human culture can adapt to nature rather than replace it. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.